everybody. Welcome to this most pathetic traffic school I think imaginable. Jane, you still with me? Stephen, can you concentrate? Or are you constantly looking at her feet? You can't show us your feet?
I can.
I want to stop you for a minute. This is very important, actually.
Why?
He's a doctor. He's a podiatrist. This class takes on a uniqueness by the fact that it's in the heart of Beverly Hills, 1 block east of Rodeo Drive, at a restaurant called Kookaroo.
Any day the wind blows, you can find it running out on me. Any day the wind blows.
Karen, you look striking today. What is it this time? What kind of ticket?
Illegally U-turn in a business section. I was supposed to make a U-turn, but I did it 30 yards before the turn. Right with Beverly Hilton.
That's too long an explanation. Take a seat. Get out of my eye line, I should say. You look very threatening, I must say. What kind of cologne are you wearing today?
Sang, S-U-N-G.
Anyone ever heard of that?
Nobody uses.
Is that a knockoff? You told me on the phone you were an actor.
You're so interested in my acting career.
Let me preface by saying I am not interested in your acting career.
You're not? Oh, then it's wrong class then. The last 2 big movies I did is The Mummy and The Mummy Return.
The Mummy and the Mummy Return.
Am I kosher?
Oh, you're kosher, but Gene is a Gentile. Can't you recognize a Gentile when you see one? Because Gene here married Oksana. Would you mind explaining to a class how you marry somebody who came over here in a corrugated box with a label? I'm so glad you're here, I really am. We'll talk about what you did wrong. She had a few too many drinks and was cross-dressing. It wasn't good, but you know, these things do happen, you know. It's a slight little failure, a bad day, which is why are you laughing? You don't even have a license. You are in a traffic situation of any kind. That's the real water cooler discussion that occurs in offices way before a discussion of an episode of The Sopranos or anything like that. Sit down and try to put 3 or 4 sentences together so we can understand them.
All right.
I beg of you.
No problem.
What was your ticket for it?
Okay, I did backup and
Oh, Suzanne. I did backup. Is this helping you a little bit get acquainted to your environment now, Ipale? Obviously, he's the master of all porn sites, so when he says he did backup... Let me check in this other retard here. Carradine. Yep. Is that part of the Carradine acting family out here?
Sure is.
So how many are there, like 427 of you guys, or what?
I'm 428.
It has never ceased to amaze me what comes out of their mouths.
I'm a lesbian.
Last time I remember you came here, you showed us your tattoos.
Since I saw you last, I added one and I'm already taking it off.
Oh, you're taking it off?
Yeah. No, I have a friend who's an artist. Actually, she's now a he.
How did you find him, her?
But she's one of the top tattoo artists in the world. She's actually flown to Japan sometimes, and that's where all the great tattoo artists are.
To do her art.
He.
Everybody seems to be at ease in this particular classroom and in this environment.
I were making out with some chick who I thought was real hot, and she had a dick.
Here comes a homophobic.
No, I'm not homophobic.
Oh, no. But he's stretching.
I knew going into it that I was going to make out with a guy, sure, then I'm planning on that, you know? It's like, okay, let's see your penis.
What would be a place for a guy like myself who's interested in meeting gay women? Where would I go to do this?
Home Depot, 24. I'm kidding. They're open 24 hours. That's where I go to get lucky.
No, here's the horror. Gordon's writing it down. Suzanne, did you catch that? Suzanne, later on I'm going to tell you what you're laughing at, because you're going to love this. If you're being apprehended by a policeman, that's an intrusion of some sort. You're being invaded.
They stopped me at the Burbank airport, but I had one little tiny bud of marijuana, which I never even thought it was even in my bag. I mean, I wasn't taking it on my trip.
All right, Chris, don't overreact.
They took out this little tiny bud, and I was so nonchalant. I said, "Oh, that's nothing. Just put that back." And I was nothing. I mean, it wasn't. I don't consider that drugs.
Edna, did anything like that ever happen to you?
I'm allergic to alcohol. I've never had heroin or pot.
So, Edna, as far as any hallucinogens are concerned, that's outside of your purview.
Yes.
And maybe they're so grateful that they're not getting pure, lame instruction, that they're getting sort of these offshoot stories. Every one of you here today have received a movie violation because you were distracted. You see Simone, I mean, in all likelihood, you're going to get distracted. She drives a late model Porsche, and she has a license plate with Vixen. written on it.
Oh,
I'm serious. Could I make that up?
I am a vixen.
Is it 1X or 3X?
No, she is a vixen. That is true.
Sorry.
Then there's Oksana, who is essentially a mail order bride. She was actually sent for. The guy made out a note, sent it to Russia. Jean married them, so she vouches for this. Is that called white slavery, or is it just a normal?
Oh, no, it's not normal.
Let's raise your hand if you want these little digressions with Oksana and about her personal life, or whether you want to be taught something about traffic school.
I was working in a Russian restaurant in West Hollywood. I was a dishwasher person.
Yes.
If somebody wants to go to the restroom, they must go through the kitchen where I used to work.
So you came here as a dishwasher, and through all these machinations, you met somebody wonderful, and then out of gratitude, you married this guy?
No.
Just trying to get a picture, just trying to get focused in. You know what I'm saying, Gordon? I'm asking Gordon, who should be arrested. What would you say the net worth of your husband is? Net worth means how much money does he actually have?
I think it's not proper question.
I believe you're right. I say what I think because what I think everybody else is thinking.
Of the road.
So how did you choose this pathetic school? Were you looking for actual traffic instruction, or were you looking for something?
After coming here the first time, I wouldn't come anywhere else.
I adore him because he's so irreverent.
He's a stand-up comedian with a captive audience.
Gary has a great personality, and just meeting all these people and hearing them tell their really authentic stories was great.
I get tickets only to come here.
When we came here, we were all strangers to each other, and when we leave, we're going to know each other fairly well.
And we'll be that much stranger.
And we'll be that much strangers, right? It's been a pleasure to have you all here today. It's been very, very enlightening. All of you drive carefully. I'll see you next time around.